In today's video, we're gonna be looking at 10 footages that accidentally caused something creepy. Let's get right into it. In the middle of a fierce lightning storm in Saudi Arabia, a video emerged capturing what some claim to be an extraordinary phenomenon: the silhouette of a horse flying through the turbulent skies. Some point to science, suggesting it could be an optical illusion or a trick of the storm. Others turn to legend, invoking the name of Al-Buraq, a mythical creature deeply rooted in Islamic tradition. According to the Islamic lore, Al-Buraq is a divine being described as a creature with the body of a horse and wings that allowed it to carry prophets on celestial journeys. Interestingly, the figure seen in the video lacks wings, which doesn't align with the traditional depiction of the Buraq. However, believers in the supernatural argue that such details don't necessarily discount the possibility of a connection. As the video unfolds, the reactions of the witnesses are impossible to ignore. Their voices, filled with a mix of fear and amazement, provide a raw sense of how surreal the experience must have been. The Diplomat Hotel in Baghuz City is an old building that many believe is haunted. Once a busy hotel, it is now abandoned, but its dark past continues to draw attention. During its time as a hotel, guests and workers often reported strange experiences. They heard mysterious sounds and saw headless ghosts wandering the halls. Many believe these spirits are priests and nuns who were killed by Japanese soldiers during World War II. It is said that the soldiers showed no mercy, even to babies, which could explain why people also hear the cries of infants at the site. The hotel's history goes back further than its time as a hotel. Before World War II, it was a retreat house for priests and nuns. This video, shot by an unknown woman, accidentally catches one of these creepy ghosts lurking in the building, and is quite scary.
Yung certain na image po na yun. Kaya nireplay ko po yung video, nakita ko na may nahagip po pala talaga ako.
In a quiet store in China, a package unexpectedly tumbles from a shelf, the sound catching the attention of a female shopper nearby. She pauses, surprised by the noise, and turns to see what happened. Noticing the fallen package, she steps forward and picks it up, examining it before placing it back on the shelf. As she does so, something strange seems to overcome her. She drops the other package in her hand, and her behavior quickly turns erratic. It's as if something has taken control over her movements becoming unnatural and stiff, her actions no longer her own. It's clear that whatever is inside her is in full control. Onlookers rush over, concerned and confused, attempting to help her. But despite their efforts, she remains unresponsive, her body seemingly lost to whatever force has possessed her. In this fascinating yet unsettling video, a drone soars overhead, quietly capturing aerial footage. However, its flight is abruptly interrupted by an unexpected attacker, a chimpanzee. Armed with a stick, the chimp displays surprising precision as it strikes the drone mid-air, sending it tumbling to the ground in a dramatic crash. The chimp doesn't stop there. It descends to inspect its fallen target, approaching the broken drone with cautious curiosity. Using its stick and hands, it pokes and prods the device, seemingly trying to understand what it is. But after a brief investigation, the chimp loses interest and moves on, leaving the shattered drone behind. What makes this video particularly chilling is the chimp's skillful use of the stick as a weapon. The strike wasn't random or clumsy, it was deliberate and effective, as if the chimp understood what needed to be done to bring the drone down. This level of intelligence from this chimpanzee is quite terrifying and unnerving. In Bucktown, Chicago, a couple had discovered something on their home security camera footage that sent chills down their spines. An intruder had snuck in their house, not just to steal their valuables, but to watch them as they slept on their sofa, completely unaware of his presence.
Before I can answer any questions, I need to verify some information. Are you still at 306 Hawthorne Avenue?
Yes, apartment 2C.
Great. And your security question?
Footage from the security camera revealed the chilling encounter. From an upstairs balcony, the intruder stood motionless, staring down at the couple as they slept below, with the glow of the TV playing something. He stared for nearly 5 minutes before quietly returning to rummage through their belongings. But his curiosity wasn't satisfied. Moments later, he came back to watch them again, standing in the same spot for another 5 minutes.
He stood there for about 5 minutes the first time, then walked away. We don't know what he went to go do, and then came back and just kind of hovered over us again for another 5 minutes.
What's even more unnerving is the mystery of how he managed to get inside. To this day, no one knows how he entered the home so silently. The entire scene feels like something out of a horror movie, yet it was all real.
She's like, I wasn't up top of the stairs. So that's when you kind of go a little bit flush and you freak out a little bit.
In 2015, Cecilia Carrasco experienced a chilling and unexplained incident in Sheelan law office. While walking near the reception desk, chatting with a young woman, she was suddenly and forcefully pushed backward, falling hard onto the floor. CCTV footage captured the moment, showing Cecilia being shoved by what appeared to be an invisible force. She later described feeling 2 hands push her, but when she looked around, no one was there. The receptionist confirmed that no one else was nearby, and the video left Cecilia convinced she had been attacked by something supernatural. If you look closely on her, you could tell it was not just a slip or stumble. It appeared deliberate and powerful. This mysterious event remains unexplained, leaving those who see the footage questioning what truly happened. This footage begins with a stunning aerial view of an Australian beach. The clear blue waters sparkle under the sunlight, and the scene feels calm and picturesque. A surfer rides the waves, gliding across the surface, fully immersed in the joy of the ocean. Everything seems peaceful, a perfect day by the sea. But as the camera continues to roll, a darker story unfolds beneath the surface. Just a few meters away from the surfer, Two sharks are circling silently, their sleek bodies cutting through the water with unnerving precision. They stay close, their movements calculated, watching and waiting. The surfer, lost in their moment of harmony with the waves, has no idea of the danger lurking nearby. Oblivious to the predators beneath, they continue riding the waves, unaware of how close they are to becoming prey. Who knows what happened to those people that day? A seemingly quiet night in a family home in Queens, New York, turned into a terrifying ordeal when a nanny cam captured a deeply unsettling scene. As the homeowner slept peacefully, completely unaware of the danger lurking in their home,
Chilling video captured a man sneaking around a family's bedroom with what appears to be a knife in his mouth while they were sleeping.
an intruder managed to break in and roam the rooms undetected. His steps are slow and deliberate, careful not to make a sound that may wake anyone in the house. Then the intruder drops to his knees and crawls across the floor on all fours, with a knife held firmly between his teeth. The sight alone is enough to make anyone's skin crawl.
NYPD say the man stole a Samsung cell phone from the top of a bedroom dresser and fled after the husband woke up.
The burglar's eyes scan the room, searching for items of value. Eventually, he sees a cell phone lying on a nearby table. He hesitates for a moment, as though calculating whether it's worth taking. Then, he grabs the phone and examines it briefly. It's at this point that the chilling video cuts off, leaving a lingering sense of unease about what might have happened next.
He was caught on a nanny cam in different rooms of the home before crawling into the bedroom where the homeowners and their 3 young children were sleeping.
This short clip reveals a bizarre creature moving through a desert-like area, stirring curiosity and fear among those who've seen it. Some people claim this to be the Chupacabra, a legendary figure in Latin American folklore. It's said to prey on livestock, particularly goats, by draining their blood.
Caralho, velho. Puta, onde que tá agora, pô? Olha lá, olha lá.
In the footage, the creature's movements are slow and deliberate. Its unusual, almost human-like appearance makes it all the more unsettling. For just a few moments, it creeps through the dry terrain before disappearing behind a bush, leaving no trace of where it went. The video might be brief, but it's enough to reignite debates about whether the Chupacabra is a real, undiscovered species or simply a myth fueled by imagination. Regardless, this mysterious figure caught on camera has left many people wondering what else could be lurking out there in the wild. While exploring a remote, foggy area, a writer unknowingly captured something unsettling on camera. As they made their way through the misty surroundings, a figure appeared in the background, what many are now calling a ghost. The writers seemed oblivious to their presence and continued along their path without hesitation. They didn't stop, turn around, or acknowledge the figure in any way, suggesting they never noticed it at the time. What makes this even creepier is the location. Completely isolated, surrounded by dense fog with no one else expected to be nearby. The mysterious figure stands out starkly in the footage, But what raises even more questions is why anyone or anything would be out there. It wasn't a place you'd expect to see someone walking around, especially in such eerie weather conditions. Was it truly a ghost, a lost traveler, or could it have been something entirely unexplainable? Let me know what you think. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for weekly top 10 videos. Also, let me know in the comments which one of these accidental footages you found the most creepy. And also make sure to check out these videos right here for more top 10 videos.